everyone. So now we have completed chapter 26 from civics, and today we'll be doing revision of 3 topics from this chapter: government, forms of government, and the key elements that influence the working of a government. So let's get started.
Now children, we are going to start the revision of chapter 26, the government. And today we'll cover the 3 topics: government, various forms of government, and third is the key elements that influence the working of a government. And at the last, I'll give you the very short questions also. So we'll start with the first topic, government. In this topic, we'll cover what is government and why do we need a government. So all the main points, first of all, it is the administrative organ of the state, performs important functions, maintaining peace and order, controlling traffic and protecting the country from foreign invaders. Perform many welfare functions like the opening schools and colleges, building roads and bridges, opening hospitals, set up medical facilities, giving old age pensions, etc. Children, without a government, the population would be like a disorganized mass. It performs important functions. It has to do a lot of police functions like the maintaining peace and order, controlling traffic, even protecting the country from foreign invaders also. Now the government performs many welfare functions like such as the opening schools and colleges, building roads and bridges, digging canals, set up different industries, opening hospitals and set up medical facilities. And one more thing, giving old age pension, etc. So in short, in the points, if we'll revise what is government, so it is the administrative organ of the state. And why do we need a government? Here also we'll include some points: maintaining peace and order, controlling traffic, protecting the country from foreign invaders. Now the second topic which we are going to revise is the various forms of government. Children, in various forms of government, we'll revise the dictatorial government and democratic government. These are the 2 forms of government. So first we'll start with the democratic government. Now the main points: people are free in democratic government. Elections are there. Freedom to express their opinion. People can stand as a candidate for any post. Government is responsible to the people. India is a democratic country and every citizen is free to elect their representatives through elections. Means a democratic country is the government in which the citizens have the rights to participate in the governing process and in making important decisions for the welfare of the whole society. A democratic government must fulfill its responsibilities towards the citizens. Means they are responsible to the people. The democratic government is responsible to the people. The people are also free to express their opinion. They are free to elect their representatives also. All citizens, irrespective of their caste, color, creed or faith, are equal. Means all are equal. There is no discrimination. All the public offices are open for all. and these people are all free. People can stand as a candidate for any post. In a democracy, every citizen can stand as a candidate for any post. He can become a minister, even prime minister or president. So, in short, if we'll revise the points again, so in the democratic government, people are free. Second, elections are there. Third, freedom to express their opinion, means people are free to express their opinion as they like. Fourth is, people can stand as a candidate for any post. Last is, the government is responsible to the people, means they are always think about the welfare of the people. So this is the democratic government. The form of government first is the democratic government that we have revised. Now the second form of government is the dictatorial government. Dictatorial government is a government where people have got no rights. It is one man show. There is no freedom. The people cannot express their opinions. The people are not free to elect their government or change it according to their desire. The common people cannot aspire for high posts. People are not free to express their opinion. They must act according to the rulers. There is no elections. Even the dictators are not responsible to the people. Now if we'll revise the main points in the dictatorial government, these are: people are not free, no elections are there, not free to express their opinion also, common people cannot aspire for high post, and government is not responsible to the people. This is the second form of government, dictatorial government. Now the third topic which we are going to revise is the key elements that influence the working of a government. Participation is there, then need to resolve conflict, concern for equality, concern for justice, public interest and dignity. If we'll talk about the participation, children, so through elections, through voting in elections, people elect their leaders to represent them. These representatives take decisions on behalf of the people. Even every citizen is free to stand as a candidate for any post. Elections provide opportunities to the people to criticize the government. So in a democracy, the government is run according to the wishes of the people. Next is the need to resolve conflict. India is a country of diversities. People belonging to different castes and religions live here. Therefore, problems or conflicts, or we can say the tensions, are natural in Indian society. So, in every democratic country, the government has a judicial wing or judiciary which solve every problem. Now, concern for equality. All are equal. It is the duty of a democratic government to provide equality to all the citizens. Means there is no discrimination against girl and boy, man and women, upper or lower caste, male or female. No discrimination. Means all are equal. Then the public interest. In a democratic country, nothing should be done to please or satisfy or any particular individual or community. Everything should be done keeping in mind the public interest or the interest of all. Next is the justice. It is also an important key element of a democratic government. All should be given justice. All should be equal before law. And last is the dignity. If we want a person to be loyal to the country, he should be given all opportunities to live with dignity. So, there are 6 key elements that influence the working of a government. First is the participation, then need to resolve conflict, then concern for equality, fourth is public interest, fifth is concern for justice, and the last is dignity. Now the very short questions. Children, today we have revised the 3 topics: government, various forms of government, and key elements that influence the working of a government. So according to these 3 topics, I'm giving you the very short questions. First is administrative. First is 2 forms of government, that is democratic and dictatorial. Second, administrative organ of the state, that is government. Third, maintaining peace and order, controlling traffic are which type of functions? These are police functions. Next, number 4, government performs many welfare functions. Fifth is participation is the key element that influence the working of answer government. 6, in which government where people have got no rights? Just now children we have revised this. That is dictatorial government. Last, number 7, in which government the citizens have the rights to participate in the governing process? That is democratic government. So these are the 7 very short questions. All the questions you will get in the PDF file, but you have to watch the video, children. Don't miss it. This is the revision part and it is very important. That's all for today. Stay safe. Be happy. Thank you.